So many runners avoid the track. They think it's only for elite athletes in spikes, or they picture those brutal school PE lessons where the teacher made you run until you dropped. But here's the truth: the track is not a place of punishment. It's one of the best tools for every runner, beginner or elite, to get faster, fitter, and more confident. Stay with me, and I'll show you exactly why the oval isn't something to fear, but something to embrace. The first thing we need to break is the idea that you have to earn the right to be on the track. That's not true. I've coached marathon runners who only jog their intervals. I've coached beginners who walk the straights, jog the bends, and I've trained alongside people with incredible 5K to marathon times who use the exact same 400-meter loop as anybody else. And it doesn't matter if you're 15 minutes for the 5K or 35 minutes, the track doesn't judge you. And that's what makes it so special. Every single lap is the same distance, and every single lap is repeatable. You know exactly what you're getting, and that's not intimidating, it's empowering. To know that the track is exactly 400 meters for a world record holder or for somebody doing their first ever 5K. So, why do intervals matter? Intervals are simply structured work and rest. It's a way to push your body just outside its comfort zone, then let it recover before asking again. That cycle improves your VO2 max, your running economy, and your ability to tolerate race pace. Think about Kipchoge, the marathon world record holder. Even he does 400-meter and 1,000-meter intervals on the track. Kip Yegon, the greatest 1,500-meter runner in history, builds her speed and endurance with track sessions. If the best in the world trust intervals, then why wouldn't you? And here's the secret: it doesn't need to be all out sprints. In fact, it most definitely shouldn't be. Good track training is about control, rhythm, and progression. Okay, let's get practical. If you're new to the track, here are a few starter sessions. So for a beginner, it might look something like this: 8 times 200 meters, with jog or walk is the same distance as recovery. Keep it smooth and not sprinting. This would be known as a walk-run interval. If you're preparing for your first 5K, something like 6 times 400 meters at your goal 5K pace with 200-meter jog recovery. Maybe you're a bit more advanced, looking to do a 10K prep. Something like 5 times 800 meters at slightly faster than 10K pace with around 2 minutes rest. And if you're preparing for the marathon, 4 times 1200 meters at marathon goal pace with 90 seconds rest. You'll probably notice how none of them said, go until you collapse. That's not really the point. The point is to get repeated, quality efforts that your body can adapt to. If you finish a session thinking, I could have done one more, that's absolutely perfect track workout, because the improvements come from consistency, not destroying yourself. But it's not just physical. The track is also a mental training ground. Each lap teaches pacing, discipline, and rhythm. There's no hills, no wind direction changes, no GPS glitches, just you, your effort, and the track against yourself. It's also reassuring. You're never more than 100 meters from where you started. So if you're nervous, remember the track is actually one of the safest places to push yourself. And that also includes if you're running with elite athletes. You're only ever going to be 400 meters behind the rest of the people in the group. And here's something powerful: when you learn to stay calm and composed while running repeats on the track, you build mental strength that transfers directly into road races. Suddenly, holding pace in kilometer 35 of a marathon doesn't feel impossible. So don't be scared of the track. Don't think it's only for professionals. Think of it as your training partner. It's not about trying to run like Jacob Ingebrigtsen or Faith Kipyegon. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. Next time you pass by the track, don't run away from it. Step on, start small, and see what happens. Because once you embrace intervals on the track, you'll unlock a new level of speed, strength, and confidence that maybe before you didn't think was possible. And here's the thing: the track doesn't just make you faster, it connects you with other runners. There's something powerful about standing on the start line with a group, knowing you're all about to run the same reps, chase the same times, and share the same struggle. You will push each other, You celebrate together, and suddenly the track doesn't feel intimidating. It feels like home. The track is also the best mirror you'll ever run on. It shows you exactly where you're at. You can't fake a 400 split, and you can't hide from the clock. And that honesty is what drives growth. Because if you keep coming back week after week, those numbers will change. They'll go from scary to satisfying, from I can't to I just did. So if you've ever been afraid of the track, let me say this: you don't have to be. The track is not your enemy, it is a teacher, a training partner, and in many ways, it's the place where you become a runner, not just someone who runs. Next time you step onto the track, step on it with confidence and also step onto it with an absolute honest look at yourself. Have a look at the times you've done previously and have a real reflection to where you are at and also, most importantly, where you want to be. Start small, build gradually, trust the process because every rep on the track brings you one step closer to the runner and the times that you want to be. And who knows, over time, you might eventually learn to love it. I hope you've enjoyed this track video, and I hope it's inspired you to maybe give the track a go where once you were previously scared. Hit subscribe for more videos like this and to follow for more inspiration. Drop us a like or a comment about something about the track that you absolutely love. See you on the next one.